still shoot one after you pull it out?
Now?
Yeah.
No. No.
Should you fill the magazine before you put it
In theory, yes, you wouldn't want to shoot your finger accidentally, but you're going to find people don't disconnect it from the air when they're putting more nails in it. So like now, I'm just looking at that. That's the staple. So we're going to make it less deep.
What would be the
Right, it's not quite as deep. See if I can get it to. I can't get this with the amount of air pressure to come all the way up to the surface. If the compressor was lower, or if I had a regulator, I could bring it down so this would be almost.
Come on, see.
Yeah.
Would you want it like that, flushed with the...
No, you don't have to have it. You know, it's just talking. You know, if I needed it to be higher for some reason, I can't do it with this. I have to turn on the compressor. Nails have more than twice the holding power of staples have more than twice the holding power of a nail. So these are both 18 gauge, so that's 18 gauge, and this is 18 gauge legs. You would think that, oh, there are two of them, so it's twice as much holding power. But what happens when you shoot the nails in is they never go in perfectly straight. So the two legs of the staple won't go in straight like that. They'll usually do something like that, or something like that, or something like that. Once you do that, they have a whole lot more strength than just one.
Straight.
Yeah. With those stapled, I could come over here and with a pry bar, I could pry this apart. If I tried to pry that apart, most likely the staples would break before I would be able to pry the staple out of there. Which is good and bad because it means that if you need to change something with a staple, it's really, really difficult to do. Yeah, it's really difficult to do. So be careful. Then let me go to the micro pinner. And then we'll take a break. Let me see what's in here.
That one, no safety, huh? Oh, there's no difference.
Yeah, that's the thing with the micro pen is that you don't even, lots of times you don't even need to fill it. You don't need to put any filler on
There's
top
no
of it.
glue or anything like that?
You can't see it, that's great.
Yeah, you don't, if you're working in like open pore wood, like oak and stuff like that, you can nail oak moldings on, you don't need to use any filler because you can't see it. Walnut.
Hold that well.
Some of them, they hold really well. Moldings and stuff like that. These are small. I have a Cadex gun that will shoot a 2 9/16 inch long micro pin. So really long, thin nail. And it shoots it really straight. I don't know how it does it, but it shoots it really straight. But it was like $290 for the gun. So that's micro pen. Obviously, it's not going to have nearly the holding power of that or nearly the holding power of that.
Obviously, the pin's so small.
The pin's so small. But you use it where you need to use it. So when we do our project that we're going to be doing, we're going to be using it on the moldings. Okay, let me go over a little bit about safety. Make sure that you disconnect the guns when you're not using them. Don't screw around with them. Be very careful. Don't shoot them around. Be careful how you shoot things. I talked about holding the gun. I know that from personal experience. I had a job where I was working for a guy that we did the changeover in the Ralph Lauren store, the flagship store. So what they would do is every 6 months they would do like a new display on the homes. It was the home floor, 4th floor. And the way that works in those kind of places is that they close that floor for a week. And you would come in after the store closed and you'd work overnight and you'd come out before the store opened. If you were there and you didn't have clothing to change into and you were late, you had to stay on the floor the whole day. You couldn't walk out of the building with dusty, dirty clothing on because they don't have a freight elevator that just goes to, that people can't see you.
Is that the mansion?
It's the 72nd Street store. So I was working on a job and the guy hired me and he asked me if I could work a day, a 24-hour shift because we had to get it done. And I said, yeah, sure. And it was the last, we were like 3 o'clock and we needed to have it done by 7 in the morning. And I was nailing like shoe molding. That's that little molding on the floor that's between the baseboard and the floor, that little quarter round molding. And it was a room that we had put all these cabinets in that were like, so there were all these little pieces like this that I had to cut. And I had 2 little pieces. It was 3 in the morning. I was holding them together like that. I had the pin nailer. I shot the pin nailer and I felt something. And I took my hand like that, and the 2 little pieces of molding were nailed to my finger. So they're like,
Jesus Christ.
and you know, I'd been up for a really long time. And
So you just weren't even phased.
Yeah,
You
I kind
were
of
like,
looked at it, and there were a bunch of guys on it, and I went, hey, look at that, isn't that cool? And then I just like pulled it out and kept going because they're making a lot of money to do that kind of work. You know, I don't want to leave at 3 in the morning, you had to finish. I've been shot with a finish nail too, but my hand wasn't against anything. The hand just flew away when the nail hit my finger.
A 2-inch nail?
Yeah, like a 2.5-inch nail hit my hand and then it just flew away. But we had somebody that went to Brooklyn Woods and was working on a job site. They were shooting 1.5-inch nails into a wall and passing they were on scaffolding and they were using the same nail gun like boom, 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 hand it to the next guy, boom, 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 boom. When the guy got over here on the left, got closest to the guy that was working, he shot the nail and instead of having the gun like this, he had the gun like that. The nail ricocheted off the thing that they were shooting. And he said, you shot me in the face. 1.5 inch long nail. And the guy said, let me see. And he said, I don't see anything. I didn't shoot you. And he said, you shot me in the face. And he went like this, and he felt the head of the nail. And it was 1.5 inches.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
It's like I'm not gonna trust you.
Holy shit.
And then the last one, and then we'll take our break, is when, you know, I always look for safety things online. I saw a picture of a guy that was holding a nail gun and fell down a flight of stairs and shot 7 nails into his head as he was falling down the stairs.
That's like a cartoon.
Then it was an X-ray. It was like all these nails shot.
Oh my God.
Is it
Who knows? I wouldn't think so.
But all you hear is all the ringing noise and stuff like
It's like Phineas Gage. Does everybody know who Phineas Gage is?
Some dead guy.
Yeah, some dead guy. Look up Phineas Gage. He's important in the history of physiology.
History of nailing shit to yourself.
No, no, he didn't stuff. He got a metal bar shot through his head.
What?
And didn't die. But it destroyed a bunch of his brain, and it didn't destroy his cognitive, it destroyed his, he seemed like a different person. So
Wow.
yeah, it's important in the history of brain science because people thought like, you're who you are, and it's because of what you are, and it was really, you know, it's all contained in like, he became slothful, and he became a drinker and he was like all this stuff, you know, all these bad things.
Don't you think he was just depressed after getting
No, I think
a pint
that,
put in his
that
head?
when you look at it now,